get into the dailies that we have for today. All right, I have the daily graphic. Let me get right into it. And on the front page of the daily graphic, we have economic zones policy outlined as government baits companies. SML ICOMs fetch over 3 billion Ghana cedis. This is coming from the GRA. We have MasterCard MEDA invest $6.1 million US in rice value chain project. All right, and then we have GJA launches Third African Media Convention, and Supreme Court not populated. Justice Kofi is speaking there.
All right, so on the front page of the Daily Guide, we have WASSCE results. Top grades reach record high. Belgian new force girl deported, and go beyond Ghana, now not to Ghanaian businesses. NDC presses panic button. And that's all we have on the front page of the Daily Guide.
All right, now the Chronicle has these headlines here. We have dead assemblyman breaks in Nkrumah's 1951 record in district level elections. Okay, so for those who are wondering what on earth is the story about, basically there's a man who was supposed to be running for these district level elections, and unfortunately he met his untimely demise on the 4th of December whilst, you know, ostensibly campaigning and all that. Now, at that point, the EC had already printed ballot papers and all of that. And I'm sure the EC did not imagine that people would even vote because they know that he's gone, you know, to meet his ancestors, right? And so they didn't do anything about it, right? As they record papers, print new ones, because it was just like, okay, you know what, the guy is gone, nobody's really going to vote for him anyway, so let's just leave it as it is. They'll vote for the other people who are on the ballot, and then we make progress, right? But somehow, people saw him on the ballot, and they were like, you know what, that's the guy that we would have voted for anyway, so let's just give it to him.
I like it.
And enough people gave it to him that he won. He won by 3 votes.
So now what's going to happen, though?
They're going to have to do a by-election.
Yeah.
Yeah, per the law. I mean, you can't bequeath a win to somebody, you know. So by the way the laws work, they have to do a by-election, you know, which is interesting because it's now creating an expense that the EC was seeking to avoid in the first place. Now you've gone back to the same thing. Anyway, so that's it. And when it refers to Nkrumah's record, Nkrumah was in jail when he won his election. Ooh. Yeah. Right. He was actually in one prison when he won his election. Yeah. So a man wins election from prison. 71 years later, a man wins election from the grave. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Ghana to host Third African Media Convention in May 2024. And diabetes, hypertension killing politicians. Yeah, I have some small advice for them. Yeah, you know, the way the work is, no, you eat late and you eat rich and healthy. You know, you eat rich and unhealthy. Yes. You eat late and you don't exercise much.
You don't exercise because probably you're too tired.
And you're too tired to do any exercise. And, well, not too tired, but just making excuses, you know, that I am too tired. Yeah, nobody's ever too tired to do any exercise, you know. So, anyway, yeah, we've got to do better with our health. That's it for the Chronicle. Oh, let me read the scripture for today.
Yeah.
Psalm 146, verse 4. When his breath departs, he returns to the earth. On that very day, his plans perish. That's the scripture for today.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, so on the front page of the Anchors, Sekondi Tardy open for Xmas showdown. Hotels, guest houses getting full. Minister assures adequate security. And Clement Apak drops secret on recent WASSCE results. Mining sector not cheating Ghana. And that's by the Chamber of Mines. Battle lines drawn for sitting NPP MPs. Arno Dompre and Adjoa Safo, Frida Prempe, and others in tight corners.
All right. So the Daily Post has these headlines here. It says here, next NDC government will abolish quota system in nursing training institutions. This is coming from the flag bearer of the NDC. Burial service for late Lieutenant General J.H. Smith to be held at Al Aziz Mosque, Burma Camp, on Saturday. Parliament approves 786.9 million Ghana cedis for Electoral Commission. And EC breached the constitution by cancelling indelible ink. This is coming from the minority.
All right, so my last paper have been the Business Finder. On its front page, we have GRA backs SML, says contract is justified. World Bank names new country director for Ghana, 2 others. And an announcement by the Finder. Business Finder takes a break. The Business Finder takes a break from today, December 21st, 2023, and will return to the newsstands in January 2024. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
All right. Let's go online and do some online stories, okay? So we'll go to citynewsroom.com. We have Uber, Bolt, other ride-hailing vehicle owners to pay value income tax from January 1. Now, this is not value added tax. This is value income tax. So VRAs creatively looking for different ways of pulling money from everywhere, you know. So that's one of the main headlines there. We have EC to hold district level elections in postponed areas today, okay? We have President Tinubu approves 50% cut in fares. Train transport is free in Nigeria. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I wonder how they're financing it.
No, I think it's just for the period.
Oh, for the season, yeah.
Yeah, just for the season, because in Nigeria, when it's Christmas, people travel a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so people
Everybody's going home?
Yeah, everybody goes to home, mostly
okay.
to the villages.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
so
yes,
like,
yes,
especially the people from the east,
No, but it's a good intervention. I mean, it's a short period. It's once a year. You know, people have hustled, so you give it to them. We have 2023 AFCON inactive Edmond Addo named in Black Stars professional squad, and we have 1 person arrested over the death of a 22-year-old man at Yarogo. You want to take some more headlines?
Right, so we have some more headlines here. Maintain 5 p.m. end of polls. Majority leader to EC. Shalima Abusi obtained residence permit through fraudulent mispresentations, and that's by the Ghana Immigration Service. And PP parliamentary primaries. I will win 70% of the votes in Nsawam Adwajiri, and that's Hayford Siao. Ashanti region, 3 fake police officers are arrested at Asewasi. GRA defends its revenue assurance contract with SML. Over 9,000 teachers failed 2023 licensure exams.
You know?
Wow.
Yeah. You know, let's just talk about this one a little bit before we go for sports. So you see how they've been agitating, we don't want to write exams, we don't want to write the licensure exams and all that. If 9,000 people are failing the licensure exam, and yet these people are in our classrooms teaching, what are they teaching? Do you get it? What's the quality, what's the standard, what's the benchmark for what these are teaching? And mind you, there are brilliant teachers in Ghana.
Yes.
Do you understand? So these who are not passing the exams, what are they teaching? And we have released all the 9,000 on unsuspecting students that they should teach them. And we want value for money in this Ghana.
Exactly. And the funny thing is that they're not only going to be teaching in schools, because right now the homeschooling is getting very popular in Ghana. You understand? So that means sometimes these people are some of the people that we might be calling at home.
Yeah, you'll be calling people who have failed their exams to do classes at home. What's it going to teach your child? It's dropping your money for free. I mean, it's a very serious thing that we're talking about, you know. And I mean, I just think that, look, we need to be serious with the way, let's decide what kind of quality we want as a people, all right? If we don't care about quality, that's fine, that's no problem. Let's just forget about the licensure exam. Nobody should do it, and then we should just walk away from it, right? But if we're serious and we want quality, we need to demand quality. We have to have a basis for judging the standards for everybody. So they all need to write that one exam that says that you are all at least up to this standard. A minimum this standard. This is where you are.
If you want students to write,
it's important.
If you want students to write exam, why can't the teachers write exams?
Good question. if the students write exams, why can't the teachers also write
Exactly.
exams? What are they running away from?
Exactly.
Why are they running away from an exam? Yeah, you see, and when you hear some of the teachers speak, an English teacher teaching English, and you hear the construction of English that they are, the grammatical construction that they are using, you ask yourself, my goodness, if my child is in this person's class, I'm in trouble. Yes. And it's real. Look, and look, those of you who are watching, don't you have examples of such?
Yes, a lot.
Let us know. We would like to hear from you. Okay?
Exactly.
Send us a WhatsApp message if you have examples of such things that you've experienced, where a teacher who you thought should know better is speaking, and maybe let's even focus only on English teachers. So just assume there are people that are teaching at that subject, so their specialty is not in English. But of course, English is the mode of instruction, so you should be up to standard. But let's assume, fair enough. What about the English teachers? And they are speaking terrible English, and you ask yourself, what on earth are we doing? All right. Anyway,
yeah.
On the opposite side of it, there's been a lot of A1s in the WASI exams as well. So yesterday I was seeing a lot of them. Yeah. Apart from Tyrone McGuy, who's our guy, you know.
It's our guy.
Yeah, you know, I mean,
everybody's guy.
Brilliant one there. I don't know. Did you see the video of them celebrating when he found out his results?
I was also celebrating with him.
The screams. Oh my
I was
goodness.
in public and I was like, oh my God. It
was wonderful, man.
Everybody could, relate with that because of, the stress he went through. Because of I call it, it's a bit of discrimination that he went through. Yeah. So everybody.
Oh, but now I think what the school is doing, like, no, it's like he's our guy.
Well done,
but remember the Genesis. Anyway, but it's I think all is well that ends well. I mean, for me, that's the moral of the story. All is well that ends well. Well, sports is next. Don't go anywhere. All right, now on the sporting front, we have some AFCON 2023 news. Now, Chris Hughton has announced a 55-man provisional squad for the 2023 Total Energies Africa Cup of Nations Côte d'Ivoire 2023. Now, the Ghana Premier League champions, Mediama FC, have 5 players in the list, while teams like Asante Kotoko, Great Olympics, Dreams FC, and Dreams FC and Nations FC have notable have names as well in the squad. Notable names like Mohamed Kudus, Joseph Wallacott, Andre Ayew, Jordan Ayew, Alexander Jiku, Antoine Semenyon, Inaki Williams, Thomas Partey, Abdul Sami Salis, Majid Ashimero are all in the squad. Now, AS Monaco's Mohamed Salisu, who hasn't featured for Ghana since FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 due to injury, is also named in the provisional list. Now, Black Stars are paired in Group B alongside Egypt, Mozambique, and Cape Verde. Now, the Africa Cup of Nations Côte d'Ivoire 2023 is scheduled for Saturday, January 13th to Sunday, February 11th, 2024. All right, now CAF Club Football. Dreams FC picked up an important 4-0 win over Academica Lobito yesterday at the Baba Yara Stadium in the CAF Confederation Cup. Now, Dreams FC found goals in the 35th, the 49th, the 61st, and the 92nd minutes to complete a double over the Angolans. Now, the results give them 9 points in the group and keeps them in good stead for qualification to the next stage of the competition. Now, in the CAF Champions League, Mediama suffered a huge 3-0 loss in Tanzania to Young Africans on Wednesday. Now, Young Africans were too strong for the Ghanaian League winners, and they ran out winners thanks to goals scored in the 33rd, 61st, and 66th minutes. Now, in the Carabao Cup, in England, Liverpool made it to the last 4 of the Carabao Cup following a win over West Ham at Anfield last night. Now, Dominic Szoboszlai fired Liverpool into the lead after 28 minutes And 28 minutes later, Curtis Jones made it 2. Now the Reds added 2 more from Cody Gakpo and Jones again and Mohamed Salah. Now West Ham pulled one back through Jarrod Bowen on his 27th birthday. Now in the semi-finals, Liverpool will face Fulham while Chelsea travel to Middlesbrough. The first legs will be played in the week beginning January 8th, and the second legs will come off in the week beginning January 22nd, 2024. And that's what we have for sports this